Welcome to this webcast on using OpenFOAM on the HPC Box HPC Cloud Platform. You can create an HPC Box cluster for OpenFOAM on the Microsoft Azure Marketplace. You'll be presented with a form where you can fill in details about your cluster, things like the amount of storage you want, the type of compute node and GPU node you want to use, and the cluster is going to be created initially with one compute worker and one GPU worker. Once your cluster is created, you can take the DNS name of your master machine and use the HPC Box Connect app to make a connection to the machine. This app is a very simple application, and it has some functionality to transfer files and to get a remote desktop onto your cluster. You'll be presented with the HPC Box Cluster app, which is our workflow editor tool. You can create workflows using this tool by dragging and dropping your applications, and you can also look at details of your cluster, like the number of cores you've got, etc. You can create an whole application pipeline by chaining and combining different applications in various stages of your pipeline. You also got some additional tools like for doing RDMA tests, etc. So we've got a sample here where we've already decomposed OpenFOAM demo case called DAMBreak. It's been partitioned for running on 32 CPU cores. We've also got a workflow already created here. It's going to run the Interform solver, then it's going to run reconstruct par, and then it's going to start Parafoam for doing our visualization. And once the Parafoam step is completed, it'll be shutting down all the nodes on the cluster. So this way we can save money when we're not using the compute nodes. So we have started the workflow here. Jobs get submitted to the cluster. We can monitor the jobs, look at all the standard output and error which they're generating, and we can look at the step of each step of your workflow and monitor them. So you can see here that the first step of the workflow is currently in progress, and that's the solver run. Now it's running a reconstruct par, and once that is completed, it's going to start Parafoam with its native graphical user interface. Parafoam will be launched on a node which has an NVIDIA graphics card, so we have hardware accelerated remote 3D for post-processing. So you can use Parafoam just as you would on your local workstation. So you can play animations and make use of the NVIDIA card for all your visualization. Once you're done with your post-processing and visualization, you can exit Parafoam, and this is going to continue the workflow, and the last step of the workflow is going to be invoked. The last step is shutting down all our nodes on the cluster, and as you can see here, the nodes have changed their provisioning state, and they're going to be deallocated, and you won't be spending any money on them.